This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Today is another one of these videos where I'm talking about stuff that you can kind of get locked in up here, stuff that you can mentally rehearse so that you don't have to spend the first 10 minutes of that precious half an hour that you managed to carve out of your busy day for sitting down and practicing the guitar. You don't have to spend a big chunk of that time actually going through any kind of tedious number crunching, figuring stuff out kind of process. You can have it all done in advance, and we've looked at the chromatic scale, and we've looked at what notes are in chords, and this week we're going to be having a look at the cycle of fifths. Now this is something that many people get tied up in all kinds of knots about, because it's always being mentioned as something that you should learn. It's going to be really useful. You need to know this. And yeah, but why is often the question I get asked. A number of times students have asked me about, what's this thing deal with the cycle of fifths? Why do I need to know it? A number of people have got like a mouse mat or a poster or something with it on, and it's like, well, yeah, what do I do with this now? Well, I did a video about, what the cycle of fifths is and why it's useful a little while ago, last year sometime. Briefly, its uses are all to do with knowing how closely or distantly musical things like chords or keys or scales or whatever are related. That's its main use. If you have a good angle on the cycle of fifths, then you will know which chords are closely related together. Basically, what chords are in the same key. Therefore, you will know what chords are likely to occur together in a song, which makes it easier, to figure a song out by ear if you're trying to do that, or write a song, because you will know what chords are likely to work alongside each other. It also helps you know what keys are closely or distantly related, so you know if a song is going to change key, which keys it's likely to move to and from. Again, it's massively useful if you're trying to figure a song out by ear, or if you want to write the song, it'll throw up options that perhaps you hadn't spotted before. Then it'll help you with understanding key signatures in written music, if that's your kind of thing. It'll also help you in a roundabout way figure out where notes are on the neck of the guitar. As I say, I did a video about all of this last year sometime, and there's a bunch of resources that go along with that video up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. $3 a month or £2.50. You get access to a load of extra bits and pieces that go along with these YouTube videos. As I say, there's a bunch of resources that go into all of that in some depth up on my Patreon page. Thank you to everybody who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down in the description. And I'll link to the video that I did way back last year sometime that kind of, explains the cycle of fifths in more depth than I've got time to do here. Briefly, I've explained kind of a few of its uses, but let's have a look at what it is. It's essentially a sequence of notes that you get if you go 5 notes up a major scale repeatedly. So if you take a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and go 5 notes up that, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so G is the 5th note of a C major scale, so C to G is the first step in the cycle of fifths. Then if you go 5 notes up a G major scale, what is a G major scale? It goes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Count 5 notes up, that's G, A, B, C, D. Okay, so D is the 5th note of a G major scale, so your cycle is now going C to G to D. Then you go 5 notes up a D major scale, which takes you to an A. 5 notes up an A major scale, which takes you to an E. 5 notes up an E major scale, which takes you to a B. 5 notes up a B major scale, which takes you to an F sharp or G flat. 5 notes up that major scale takes you to C sharp or D flat. 5 notes up that major scale, C sharp, D flat, takes you to a G sharp A flat major scale. 5 notes up that major scale takes you to D sharp E flat. 5 notes up that major scale takes you to A sharp or B flat. 5 notes up a B flat major scale takes you to F, and 5 notes up an F major scale takes you back to C. So you can see it goes round in a cycle. Now, what we're dealing with today is, as I say, how to remember that. Something that you can just kind of say while you're kind of waiting for your turn in a queue, or waiting for the kettle to boil, or something like that. You know, just in that kind of enforced downtime that we all have every so often, every day. Something you can do just to kind of nail that in and get it, you know, taking root up here. And for this, I have to thank one of my students, a chap called Ian, who came up with this little mnemonic that we're going to look at in a moment, which is far better than the one that I'd come up with. So let's get to it. This one's on Ian, everyone. What you got to remember is chickens get dangerous as every beak's flipping sharp. Okay, so C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp. Now, once we've got to F sharp, what you have to remember is that we keep on adding sharp after each one of the subsequent ones. So we start again with chickens, C, but we add a sharp, so it's C sharp. Then we get again, G, but we add a sharp, so it's G sharp. So we've got C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and then we've got dangerous again, D, but it's got a sharp on it, so it's D sharp, and then we'll go again this time, so C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and then we finish off with E sharp. We've got chickens get dangerous as every beak's flipping sharp. Chickens get dangerous again, everyone. Now that last one, everyone, E sharp, is actually an F. But I just thought it looked better there if I did it as an E sharp. There is no such note in real world as E sharp. Just remember that once you've added the sharp, you keep on adding the sharps. You're basically moving each one up a semitone again. So C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, F, and then you're back to C again. That is the mnemonic. Let's go through it once again, just so we remember it. Chickens get dangerous as every beak's flipping sharp. Chickens get dangerous again, everyone. Okay, and just remember that once you've passed that sharp, the flipping sharp, or you can substitute another word there if you want. Once you get past the sharp, you add a sharp to everyone, so you're basically moving them all up one fret. And that is hopefully going to help you remember the cycle of fifths. As I say, if you are not sure why you need to remember the cycle of fifths, why it's useful, then go and check out the video that I did a few months ago on that. It's linked down in the description, and once again, all of the resources that go with this, a little PDF booklet, and the videos that you can download to kind of go through and watch as many times as you want and take notes and just kind of get it, you know, work on it basically. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. And that is the video for today, folks. Hope you found it reasonably entertaining and possibly useful. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it. A massive thank you to Ian for giving me that handy little mnemonic. And that's pretty much the video for today, folks. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer, talk about music, guitars, and whatever crops up. Maybe the cycle of fifths. It will one time, I'm sure. It's a fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.